Hello, guides and goddesses. Welcome to Psi Divine. I appreciate your presence. The next 10 days, I'm going to take this one by the elements, and we'll see what's coming up for you, possibly, in the next 10 days. I'm going to start off with collective energy, just to get an overall start, a little warm up, see what's going on in the world around you, or things that we should all be considering over the next 10 days. Now, I first get the impression of bottoming out. Like, it can only get better from here, hopefully. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Giving. Okay, I don't think this is the message. Let me just say that first. This is me arranging things. Okay, so somebody may be, maybe this is to watch younger energies around you who might be eating too much. Somebody may have an eating or be eating very childlike, could be eating too many snacks also. Somebody may need to mature a little bit. Now, I know that's not a word. For my ladies, 10 days, be aware of somebody being a little bit greedy in your energy. This can be thirsty energy. I know the word is teen is there, but I don't feel like that's the word. Somebody creates, okay, 10 days. Someone flirts in such a way that it's a turnoff. It's an ending kind of turnoff. So be aware of thirsty behavior. Also, vehicle things. Yeah, I do get the energy of someone going too fast. Beware of somebody trying to gift things to you, trying to buy or floss to get your attention. They're trying to get something started. I don't usually like to do names. So there could be someone with such a name, Steve, Steven. Be aware of ooh. Something happens with in the ocean. This can happen around an older vessel of some sort. This is a problem because it's not properly inspected is what I'm sensing. There's a water vehicle of some sort, not properly inspected. It's old. F. Okay, next message. Moving right along. There's conversations that are going to be heard over the next 10 days. You just may run across that type of data while surfing the internet. Guides and Guidance says something involving the sticky. And a gene or some type of, what's the word? Some type of manipulation, alteration. It's the end of a gene. Hold on. I'm just being nosy right now. Clarified in the gene. So I hear a very old song right now. For every season, turn. There is a reason. Whatever that old song is, turn. I can't hear. A time to be born, a time to live, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. So be aware of orders being given while the order givers are not in sight. Um, So we get love and lust. Clarify the desires. Enemy issues here? Anybody? Bueller? Moving on. Guides and goddesses, you may begin to feel something, and it's based on what you're hearing. This is my card of operations at work. There's going to be some type of news about a group. The chemical hostages. Okay, I just heard watch the pyramid. Watch the pyramid. I don't know what that means. Okay, whatever. 10 days. There's going to be more conversations about bad things done with medicine. Now, at the bottom of the deck, deceased. So there's going to be more conversation. You're going to hear news-wise about wanting to end waiting, holding on, being good. The word I also heard was compliance. And others become more aware of things being promoted in the wrong direction. You're going to be hearing something from the news. Pay attention to the news. The ones who were comfortable with your discomfort are now becoming uncomfortable with the discomfort created. They are recognizing not only were they a part of the illusion, but now the illusion is laid at their doorstep too. I would like to call this a trickle-down effect, but it's more of a trickle-up, which is the way it kind of needs to go, because a lot of people making rules aren't suffering under those rules, are they? There's going to be some type of pay attention to the news. I think I've said this in another reading. Stuff that has been held on to as quiet data becomes publicly known and talked about as if it's just found out. And it's being threatened to do so at this time. Over the next 10 days, behind closed doors, people are being threatened. Put your data on out there. Ooh, people's dirty naughtiness. Yeah. There will be taps and pokes. And it will... Okay, what I just saw was that Epstein trial thing. Yep, because there's data being kept quiet. But it is perceived by the ones in fear that if the news were to talk about it, it would be solidified as real. But as long as smaller, lesser thans are talking about it, and I'm not saying nobody's lesser than, but it is thought of as such, right? You know the deal. As long as it's thought of in that way, no one cares. Silence, it doesn't matter. But it's television being used as a weapon. It's weaponized by those who maybe held on to data but wasn't saying nothing. This will be news about past stuff, like I'm saying, right? Ain't nobody just found out. Motherfucker was holding on to secrets. Whatever this data is, when it comes out, those attached will be in hiding. So their connections may be pursued. This will lead to casual gossip, bar time, happy hour gossip. Okay, excuse the horn if you can hear that. Someone's bad behavior gets, see, this is like, to me, it's like bad secrets. Bad secrets coming out. So someone comes forward, could be female, and they may have recordings, back and forth. Communication can be a phone that becomes speaker box. And what's in that data? Somebody's dirty ass, fucking cold-hearted ass plans, stuff that they assumed was buried, comes forward. This is, I'm getting politics data out of that. I'm getting politics. So expect to hear some politicians' data. What is the theme of said data? Excuse me. Someone have to explain themselves. The others. Tools. People that they used and abandoned coming forward. The minds. Those that have been abandoned and forgotten. Their data takes over the perfect drug. Not really though, because that's in reverse. Oof. This is revenge. Time-sensitive data is someone's selfishness. I get the sense of a feminine energy who, in politics, some feminine, politically connected person. And they did something that left others unhappy. More than one. So it's kind of an act of revenge. And it was like somebody was promised, like, I'll get to you, or you do this thing for me, I'll take care of you later. That did not go through. Or they were ignored, put to the side. And here they come. There may be some extra fudge on top of the data. When it does come out, it's somebody who felt used to the point of going mental a little bit, or they already was. So again, there's going to be some false data coming out. Some of it may be true, some of it's going to be false. It feels like the data of the others is true, but the data told by whoever is speaking, and probably just the data where they have to explain why they didn't say nothing. Oof, the enemy. Okay, so it was energies that were connected before, or somebody thought they was a friend, now they not, or they got skipped to the curb. It's like, okay, I do this for you, you do that for me, but the whole scratch your back, I scratch your back thing did not work out that way. And somebody is just like, okay, tired of not saying anything, gonna say something. Somebody holds the keys to harmful matters. This stops someone's plans, journey, world news. Yeah, this stops a major, this interrupts, I don't want to say stop, but it causes unwanted change. It causes a loss, causes unwanted confusion. What will be the response? Or excuse the barking, you guys. Okay, so someone's bad behavior. Ooh. And then they have to go public. Okay, so 10 days. Somebody is probably going to get themselves into a little sticky. And they may go public in an effort to seek forgiveness from the public for what they did. So that sounds sticky. Let's all just, okay. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move into the elements, starting with fire signs. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you in the next 10 days ahead. I will try to move through these as quickly as I can. All right. Fire signs, next 10 days. So what I heard before I just got up right there was believe it, feel it. Which is interesting. Believe it, feel it. All right. Believe it and feel it. Let's see what's going on with it. You over the next 10 days, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 10 days. Okay. There's a masculine energy, 10 days. You're going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Somebody else may be flexing their will. Okay, someone's being emotional for control. Beware, 10 days. Someone's using emotions for control. This is a masculine who could be doing such a thing. What I heard was histrionic tendencies. Somebody may be very glued to events of the past, unresolved wounds, trauma. Whoever the masculine is, they are combative. That's weird. And then a bird hits the glass. Or pine cone, I'm not sure. Okay. Whoever the masculine energy is, they're not happy, right? What's going on here? Someone might be getting the feeling that too much is being asked of them, adding to a situation. Can be some dealings with earth energy. Could be, maybe. Could be. Yeah, somebody, okay. I hear now Shaka Khan, through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. Somebody may be asked to or put into a situation where a lot of people are dependent on them to get something done, and they may And Bear agrees. If this is you, masculine energy, going through this, it is being impressed upon you because you're the right one for the situation. At the bottom of the chains, you're the connection. You're the one who does it. And it may be, what's the... Somebody may want your gift, your skill, what you can do. Somebody may be asking for your assistance because they're afraid to do it themselves or afraid to do it alone. The thing I don't like, I guess the message here is somebody's given more than the other. Beware of somebody asking something of you that takes up too much of your time and actually interrupts you getting your important things done. 10 days. Let's see if we can get a little more about who is wanting something from you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh. Okay, so 10 days, be aware of someone asking for you to share a gift, a talent, something that you do. They're asking that of you because they've given up on them being able to do it. So this could be someone who's in the same field or doing what you do. My first sense was music or like writing, some type of creative gift. Someone doesn't know how to do. They may pretend that they do, but what they do is copy formula from others. Be aware of somebody stealing your gift. And it feels also like the energy of someone wanting your assistance, and they want it in closely so they can really, you know what I'm like, not take from a distance, but take up close. Readers also, hold on. This is someone who comes in your direction in a high emotional state. Bad emotional. Can be somebody who wants your attention immediately. Like, oh gosh, okay, what was about to come out of my mouth? If somebody contacts you and says, I need a reading right now, and they're willing to jump through hoops for that shit, be careful of that. It is a game. You may naturally feel the sense of rejecting that individual. Go for it. Someone, 10 days, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone will be counting on your greed. They ain't learned yet. This can be lust, this can be money, and freedom is what I just heard. I see a flag. I know that's not the card, but just when I looked at it, I saw a flag. I ain't saying nothing about nobody nowhere, okay? But be aware of energies over the next 10 days who are depending on your greed, your blind greed, to be successful. Okay, let's see what's going on in love. The minds of those coming your way in love. Fire signs, be aware of those coming in your direction who are just seeking the heat. Be aware of them. 10 days. I also just heard thirst traps. Be mindful. Be mindful of varying degrees of thirst traps. 10 days. A lot of you are going through your own polar shift, and you're not really feeling narrow-minded energy. Be aware of coming across as bossy, egotistical. You may come across as narrow-minded to others. Be aware in 10 days, somebody's going to try to bring their energy to you. The problem is what they're connected to. And we see thirst right here in the card. So, yeah, be aware of the selfish ones coming your way in lust and love. 10 days. Tell me more about the others. Be aware if you let that energy come in your direction, you're just a part of the scorecard. So if you come across as selfish to others over the next 10 days where it's regarding fresh love or those who are interested in you, if you come across as cruel, who cares? Because all they want is sex. All day I dream about sex. No, listen, if that ain't your speed and that ain't your energy, great. This is someone coming your way with no experience and guides and guidesses. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the balloon. And, both of those are not in use anymore, right? They have no value. So be aware of the undesirable connections that any new love interest has, okay? You won't, okay, listen, it just comes right back. Let me hard show. Okay. Oh, no, I'm here. I need to go to advice. Advice for fire signs. 10 days. Oh, and why am I... these cards don't belong in there. I'm going to take them anyway for a second because that's weird. I really did put my cards away correctly, I think. Okay, so what I get is be mindful. Check in. If you're dealing with work issues, you're on the path. Some of you may be aware of potential for losing a job. Don't stress that too much. Wow, like the whole deck. Hold on a second. I'm going to do this again. Okay. I hope that's it. If I see another one, I'm going to think I'm working with the wrong deck here. Okay. All right. Angel guidance for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh. What's that song? Come together right now over me. Unity. Unity is important. Somebody might be able to assemble unity at this time. You might be being gifted ideas or motivations to connect for better mental stability and health. Okay, let's see. Any other things? Wow. For some of you, fire signs, all of you, being guided to be brave. There's some old energies that need to be let go of. New year, New Year's, no tears, right? And that means letting go of damaging behavior, damaging people, damaging habits. Forward, onward, and upward, going within. And starting off with a smile. I mean, at the very least, you've survived a pandemic. So that's strength. I'm sorry, pandemic. That's strength, right? And that's a great reason to smile. And if you think it's not, go read your history books. Plenty of people don't survive these things. Plenty of people haven't this time around. So there's one place to start off with a smile. Some of you need to be more sensual with the self. And I don't mean anything except for whatever you thought it was. And this is loving the self more. Being the softer, not the lighter, not the simp or the loser or the follower, but a more compassionate version of the self. And there's a test that is coming forward soon, 10 days, that hasn't been taken, so it's a return test. And it's involving, maturity, how you acting. Some of you are going to be seeing the chaotic natures of others, and it'll make you redefine what it is you want out of this life. What do you want? And this may include figuring out the winners and the losers. And I don't mean the winners and losers in life overall. I mean the winners and losers who get to be in your space, in your face. Those who get to be a part of natural distraction in your life, like kids, family. You know what I'm thinking? And even that may not be all family, but it's defining the self instead of letting others make those definitions for you. So it feels to me like fire signs, you might be feeling like that energy of newness, knowing, not taking steps in the wrong direction anymore, just wanting a clean slate for the new year, wanting change, wanting happiness, right? Or at least good vibrations. And I think you might be feeling this. There might be a collective soul awareness of Angel Soul 666. Might be an awareness of a time to heal, a time to solve problems, and a time to live. Focusing on health and everyone getting guided assistance at this time. So do listen to your intuition, not strange voices in your head. Okay, intuition, not quite the same thing. Okay. All right. Hope that was helpful. Let's go on to earth signs. Earth signs. The next 10 days, what's going on with you? I don't know why. Drawn to the numbers. Earth sign. I hear country music. Just breathe. Ew. Okay, weird song. Another country song. Come to my window. Crawl inside, wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window, I'll be home soon. That is also called breaking and entering. I think the singer's name of that song is Bonnie something. Do not go wait at people's windows. But that's a song I heard. That is fucking weird. What's going on with earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The group. The others. We get 3. We get 13. Oh my. We get, this can be excessive behavior a little bit. Could be. Someone who's dealing with creative situations. How about that? In the 13, we get death. This is something that doesn't need to happen. You know what? I just got an image of somebody banging somebody's wife. Sneaky love affairs. Touching things that don't belong to you. Oh, yeah. Now I hear Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. Ooh. Okay. Okay, be aware of being involved in situations where people have furniture agendas, hidden agendas, lies, sneaky travels. Yeah, be aware of sneaky things that will create problems over the next 10 days. This can be somebody who sees you doing dirty things, or you may see somebody doing something sneaky, perceived as such in lust. Yep. Somebody's in their mind, overthinking things. Be aware of over the 10 days, somebody tries to catch you doing something dirty. Catch you riding dirty. And I hear it 3 times. Gotta catch you riding dirty. Gotta catch you riding dirty. Gotta catch you riding dirty. Oh, somebody might be trying to catch you doing something. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the minds of the others. The minds of the others around you that you need to be most aware of. 10 days. Right. Distorted data. Be aware of somebody blocking, giving you attitude, silent treatment, because of something they believe they saw, heard, or know. And that has to do with naughty. Naughty stuff. Somebody may also, something you may do, feed someone's belief that that they know you're doing something wrong, and you may be expressing indifference about it, like as in you don't care. Could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, now if you're not dealing with a Leo, you're dealing with somebody who is feeling like they were faithful to you, but you were doing too much, and they're watching. And in their mind, even if you ain't doing nothing, it's building up in their head that you are. And now that they will be thinking of all the other things that they think that you did way back when it looked like you was doing something. That was confusing. So, okay, be aware. Let's see if we can get anything more around the event. Okay, I get snooping. Clarify the watching. Clarify the watching. Clarify how the watching. You may be acting like you have extra work or something to do that you have no control over, and that's when they think you're doing the dirty. Okay. So they may pick a fight or behave in a certain way that sparks it sparks something, okay? So a heated conversation may be sparked, and in that conversation, it is like, you pick a fight with somebody and out of emotion, you don't answer the question correctly, which lets them know blah, 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 blah. Right? It's like they already know the answers. So be aware of somebody picking a fight with you and they already have the answers or they believe to be the answers. They're checking to see if you give a fuck, right? Or did you cheat? Did you do that thing I think you're doing? You may have given this impression some time ago based on if it's somebody doing the naughty with, and that has changed. That activity has changed for whatever reason. Someone thinks you're messing around. So be aware of that. Now, if you ain't in a relationship, this wasn't your data. If you're not involved with anyone, this wasn't your data. If you're messing around with somebody on the side, they may think that you're on to the next. Somebody may be thinking they're getting ready to be dumped, dropped out. So they may be arguing for a position or to know where your head is at. So beware of the next 10 days. You're going to see the other side of someone as they become more combative, emotional. And it's someone who's trying to or believes that there's some type of futuristic connection between you and them. So they may be just trying to get you to say something or clarify your position or interest or lack. And they want to know if they should be guarded and protect themselves or let you into their heart or let you into their place. If these are people if you're talking about moving in with somebody, if that's a thought, or somebody may be having that thought about being with you in close quarters, they may want to know where they stand before they make high-level commitment. Because earth signs, you may be acting like maybe it doesn't matter, or you may not be clearing things up in their head for them. And they want to know if things are going to work out or end like a wrecking ball. And with a wrecking ball, somebody wants to know, like, is this a bad idea? Are they just lighting a bomb that's going to blow up later? So if you care about someone or you're planning to get closer, just be aware. Somebody may be striking a heated exchange. Be aware of a heated exchange happening because someone is at the middle road of like, is this a good thing to get into? What am I getting myself into? Someone's testing. Be aware if someone's testing your commitment to a situation or commitment to them. Okay, earth signs. All right. Wait a minute. I thought I was going to finish there. Let's, hold on. I feel like something with money. Earth signs, finance. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. As far as money, if this is earth signs, if you're having conflict at work, and if you're having conflict at work and you've come to some type of like, I don't care, confusion, things are getting a little bit worse. You may have others creating delays, or you were promised something and it's being pulled back on. If anything like that's going on, maintain your sanity. There is some behind the scenes bullshit going on, right? someone may be trying to force you into making a decision that they want to make, but for some reason they can't. Be aware of a group decision. It's a lie, though. And it's a lie, and it's about the growth. Maybe a business that's having financial issues, and they don't know how to say it. Or they're not ready to say it. Okay. Or they don't want everybody to get the same feeling at the same time and move on that shit. So they may be stalling in a way, or what I heard was cascading, making things happen in a way where the ultimate ending is manipulated in a certain way. It's like making things last by holding on before closing. Like, okay, if you say, okay, I got this great big business and there's 10,000 employees, but I know in a month I don't have the money, I won't have the money to do this anymore. So instead of telling everybody and everybody just quitting all at once, maybe you just shake the tree a little bit so they all shake off slowly, and you know what I mean? That's not nice. Yeah. Somebody may be trying to hold on with lies. There's an ultimate plan, but the lying and doing it the way it's done, letting people go in a peaceful way, or trying to do things in a way that keeps things stable while a big secret sits overhead. Be aware of having that type of information. Be aware of having that type of information and sharing it. Be aware of businesses trying to do sneaky things. Because they don't want everybody to let go all at once. How will you know this? You get okay, earth signs. Some of y'all got y'all intuitions on deck, right? You brought it to work with you and you recharged the battery. It's good. Okay, some of you have intuition about this. You may have had that feeling for a while. And so based on some of the things you may see going on, you get this sensing before others. You have this knowing before others. Yeah, some of you got this. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to stop there. Y'all got y'all intuition on point. At the bottom, desire change. You feel this, yeah. Don't make it. Don't cause panic. I feel like, okay, you have an opportunity to let others know something that can create a gigantic wave. And it's not fair, and you do want to speak up on it. Interesting. Golly. So you'll okay, 10 days. Earth signs, one of you is going to be going really back and forth with yourself about, like, speaking up in defense of others beyond yourself. Because what you... be aware of the inner rebel. The rebel inside is going to be chomping at the bit to make things right. So you may be, I don't know why I get the word research. You may be doing research so that you can back up what you have to say. Or you may be talking or consulting others. whatever it is, there's some type of information that a team comes out of this. Team connections of some sort. And it deals with those who are in control over you right now. If this is work or just your general world. But there's information you're going to know. And once you kind of get confirmation of it over the next 10 days, you have an opportunity to speak up on this. I don't think I'm allowed to give you any further advice on that. Interesting. Damn. Okay. Yeah. I hear, I don't know who this is. I think it's Eric Clapton. If I could change the world. Oh! One of y'all over the next 10 days has some data that could change either the world, or the world around you that's in orbit. You have some data, and it involves others. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I don't get to go further. And I don't feel like I need to go further or get to go further because it's an action of self. It's a decision of the self. Let's get a couple angel cards. Oops. The honest person and directions. And trusting a situation, control, evolution. To be kind about it. Wow. One of y'all gets, ooh, you got keys. You got the keys. 10 days, somebody has the data. I don't know what that is. You been had the data. You have to decide if you stop playing the role, something that is to the benefit of others, even though you know it's not to benefit of self and the others around you. Ooh. Okay, I'm stopped there, okay? But pay attention to your intuition. Wow. Okay. Water signs. Ooh. My, that was it. That's interesting. All right, water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Forgive the air conditioner. Yeah, got the door open. All right, water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What's going on with you? What's the theme for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Oh, very nice. I hear Lenny Kravitz. Wow. If you want it, you got to believe. Believe in yourself. Because it's all just a game. We just want to be loved. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 10 days, secrets. You know some things they don't. You're doing some things they can't. You're being someone they thought you never could. Ooh, that's what I heard. Write it down. Some of you have control over yourself in ways that others don't expect. Ooh-wee. 10 days, water sign. Somebody does not expect your esteem. You know, your self-esteem, esteem of yourself. They don't expect that. Clarify. 10 days, beware of somebody trying to game you. Somebody's trying to game you with confusion based on something you want. They want to create confusion. Why? Exactly. They don't know. Okay. Water signs, have mercy. That's the only way I could say it. Have mercy. Somebody, I keep feeling like I need to say they don't know you're gifted. Shh. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's get back into this for a second, please. Water signs, somebody don't know you gifted. I don't really know if you should put that on a t-shirt either. Let them be unexpected. It's okay. They don't need to expect it. This feels like keeping your mouth closed while others show you with a wide open mouth how stupid they are. I know it's probably not that intense, but be aware of others trying to make decisions for you based on old beliefs. And you'll know these energies by their thoughtlessness towards you, their thoughtlessness in speech. I get the dangling a pork chop theory. Somebody's dangling something you want in front of your face, preying on your immaturity, hoping that you haven't matured to the point, or you're not mature or logical enough or grown enough or thoughtful enough to see through their bullshit. Yeah, we got the pretenders here. Be aware, you're going to know this person, energy, or them. You'll know them by the offers of the past. I feel like I need to clarify that. Conversationally speaking, this could be someone or some thems that like to speak on how good they did for others. Like, okay, let's say I'm hungry. So let's say I own a Cinnabons, because a cinnamon bun would be delicious. Let's say I own a Cinnabons, and you came to do business with me, right? Right, water signs, are we going to do business together, right? So I'm going to tell you about all the great things I did for the others before they screwed me over, right? And how good I was going to give it to them, right? Yeah, they're all in their head. The one that spins the illusion to you. But they're doing it because they want you to be thirsty. The pretenders playing games. Oof. 10 days, there is a situation that you may need to bring to an end. Whether it's silently or up front and loud, I don't know. But the first awareness of it should be silent. 10 days, you need to lab coat, but not the regular lab coat, okay? Guides and guidesses, you need to go get your camouflage lab coat, okay? It's in the back of the closet. You're gonna have to dig. It's still in the container. It's in the wrapper. It's still in the plastic wrapping because you haven't had to use that one yet. Okay, so 10 days, camouflage lab coat. Because they think you stupid, okay? They think you're not mature, they think you're not ready, but they do believe in your thirst. Because everybody else is thirsty. You will know them by their I could've or I was gonna. but they did blank, blank, blank. So they didn't get thank, 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 right? It feels like that kind of dialogue. What they're hoping to do, gain a function. They want to get control over you. They want to keep you mystified or thirsty, or keep you going, keep you hanging on. And they pray that you're asleep. Everyone else was. So, water signs, lab coat, lay camouflage. At the bottom, talk more in silence, right? And the camouflage is so you can hear more of the confusion, right? Some of you are going to have to quietly manifest the next timeline. Whatever that is, whatever the plans are, changing plans, I don't know. The next timeline must be visualized and leaped onto quietly. So in the meantime, smile with your camouflage lab coat on. I'm sure you look great in it. Just want to make sure they don't see it. Okay, let's see. Any angel advice for you at this time? Nope, that's not what I'm hearing. Money, okay. Let's see what's going on with you and money. Water signs. There may be plans, conversations had, someone waiting for someone to get back to. When this happens, you'll get blah, blah, blah. It feels like a little bit of hold on energy, waiting energy. As far as finances go, there's a start for some of you that should lead to great financial places. New starts. Ooh, that's too many. But I'm nosy, so let's see. Water signs, there's something you have to end. This could be relationship of some sort, love, connection, that needs to end. In order for you to achieve maximum peace. So you have someone who's waiting for your return. What's the financial tie to that? You may feel stuck, like you can't. What I heard was fool's journey. It can be a liar's journey. Somebody who needs to make a new start in something, but hasn't. Okay, financially speaking, somebody feels used. Be aware of somebody, if this isn't you, water signs. Someone feels financially taken advantage of over the next 10 days. This could be what's happening. Like, it can be the result of prolonging the ending of something. This can be somebody saying, oh, it'll get done here, but it doesn't get done there. And it creates conflict, stalling, creates a little bitterness. Somebody might be lying to stall things out financially. Be aware of that. Be aware of someone telling you to wait. Wait for finance. Feels like, I forget what the word is. I lost it. Uh-oh. Okay, like a waiting time to get you into a payment plan or something. Takes time to get them money. Because you got to wait for another group they have no control over. Like, okay, like this is my business, but this business over here writes the checks. So if they're not open for the next 3 weeks, we got to wait. So someone can be waiting for a balance to clear. And it's beyond their control, so it is being said. Then when that happens, the money cycle works. So there may be some waiting for monies. And it may feel like you have no choice but to wait. Yeah. All right. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. And you're just learning how, you might be learning how things work or being aware of how things work. But it feels like getting into or onto some type of plan or payment system. I don't fucking know. Nonetheless, you guys, get your rest. Get your rest. But this does feel like money delays a little bit. Okay. Anything specific coming your way in love? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh. Okay, so you have somebody that you disconnected from some time ago. They're coming back for, one thing. Be aware if this is somebody that broke it off with you or ghosted, anything of that sort, they're just looking to see if they still got it. They just want to know if they can control you. Control your response. Do you still want it? Are they still in? It's just a control tactic. Don't do it. Water signs, be aware of someone from the past. You cut it off. Is coming, trying to get your attention. This is, yeah. They just want to know if they can still hit it, connect. Do you still want them? Yeah. They just want to know. Are they still greater than anyone else you're moved on to? Oh, Lord. Somebody's coming in with they damn lab coat on. They just want to know if you're emotional and have you been waiting for them? Do you still have a fire for them? Are you unhappy without them? Good, listen. Putting this away. I'm putting that away. Angel advice for that? Be brave. Let go. Move on. Do you. And block them. Tell me why the road turned. I hear Diana Ross, I'm missing you. Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Since you've been away, I've been thinking of you. Tried to understand it, the reason you left me. What were you going through? What? Listen, somebody from the past is having a moment of light and wisdom and clarity, but they haven't resolved anything. They're still negative. They still will have a negative impact on you and your future. So be aware of that. You have a choice at all times, but somebody is just playing head games. They just want to know if they can still mess with your head. that is a lesson. What do you desire? Somebody may be tapping at your heartstrings because they know how to do that. So be aware of the test. You may express duality and creativity of self, but be aware some of you are dealing with a feminine energy that wants to complete you. You might be a feminine with someone coming in who believes they can complete you. But you already have all that you need, so your guides will be pointing that old data out as you ride in the tour shuttle away from old garbage land. Okay? Yeah, so that's old data you can let go of. Doesn't mean you got to be rude about it, but be aware of somebody coming back in to see if they still got it. Doesn't mean they're going to stay. They just want to know if they can roll back through anytime they want. Can they have you when they want? Okay? Be aware of that. All right, let's move on to air signs. Specifically Aquarius and Libra. All right, let's get rid of the banner there. Air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. What's going on with you? Old data, ancient data. Air signs, be aware of somebody trying to plant energy around you because of old energy, just old desires. Be aware of someone not believing or being surprised by your ability to disconnect. Someone was abusive. Someone was not doing right by you. Air sign, somebody thought they could make that you be furniture forever to them. Now, alternatively, air signs, you could be going through emotional times. And it can be because of not realizing old seeds can become flowers, they can turn into weeds, or they could not grow at all. So if you're in a situation where you're just using someone or causing confusion, you may be surprised over the next 10 days at someone who can pull their energy back away. Air signs, now if this ain't y'all going through the emotional stuff, be aware of somebody coming through with lies, emotional lies. Because they're trying to get a connection to you, get your attention. And it's someone who should be in a better position mentally, but they ain't. They get bad. They've been bad. And the problem is you may be dealing with somebody who doesn't have a firm grip on the way they view reality. This is, over the next 10 days, guys, guidance says be aware of dealing with somebody who came to this plane to realize their gifts, but are losing them. This is depressurize and clairvoyant cognizance. I mean, somebody is losing their vision, losing their gift, and can easily just be losing their gift in you, air signs. And the blessing after the lesson sits at the top. And it's a change no one's expecting, right? Some of you are tired of the confusion. Some of you have learned lessons ages ago. Some of you have already dealt with the loss. That's what I'm saying. Air signs, be aware that there's going to be someone or others in your space who don't expect you to have self-control to certain levels, right? They don't understand the energy that's not going to bother you, right? And so that energy has to go back to them. Beware of others trying to mess with how you feel about yourself. And you may have, in the love department, you may have someone that you were interested in or who was interested in you, and maybe somewhere along the way they wanted something else, but it ended up being mental gymnastics because of lies, cheating, whatever. You may have someone wanting to reconnect with you. But what are they addicted to? Somebody may want to come through who wants to be pleasing to you, air signs. But they may not be aware of or wanting to acknowledge or speak up about the games they played in the past. And this can be someone who attempted to use you, defraud, whatever, play games. You know, it was cool to play games before, but they may have gone through a process where suddenly they come back like they've learned something they haven't. They may want to talk to you more. Don't talk. They may realize that they're running out of some kind of time. Who cares? And they've been subtracted. Over the next 10 days, if you haven't dealt with subtraction of someone from the past in your space who planted seeds of confusion, illusion, the one who wanted something from you, air signs, but they were being greedy in going about getting it. Now there's subtraction. They may not be ready to admit that you're over it and that they should get over it too. And it feels like over the next 10 days, guys, and guys, you're going to have to cut somebody off who is a friend but not. Can't be no friend if you're lying. Can't be a friend if you're causing issues. So be aware of somebody coming through. Hopefully y'all ain't doing this, air signs, being friendly towards others that you don't like. Be aware of dealing with frenemies. And you'll know them because they were users in the past. You would know them as users now. Be aware of them trying to come back and push buttons because they think they can do something. But what they're really operating with, it's like somebody who wants to say they love you, but in order to get your attention, they're going to keep throwing rocks at your head. And they're dumb. That's dumb. And so be aware of somebody coming in with chaotic bullshit when they should have been coming in with peace, fairness, compassion, honesty. They should have met you at the energy you was putting out, which was love, right? So what you may be learning at this time is how to stretch that gate of protection out a little bit further. And there is separation from groups or more than one, just, And you may not be telling others that you're doing that. And that is God of self. And it'll be God of self versus others who haven't been medically properly prescribed any medication for their behavior. So be aware of making clear intentions with others, as well as the self before anything else. Be aware of, your energy towards others who might be a little bit crazy. Be aware of making use of your intuition. I think it's going to be a little bit unavoidable at this time. Because the ones that need to be pushed back are the ones who don't think, they just kind of operate. AKA the bots. Air signs, hopefully you haven't been converted into a bot. Beware of the next 10 days having to put someone into a friend zone or accepting that you're in a friend zone. Or not even in a friend zone. 10 days you might have to throw somebody out of the friend zone. Somebody over the next 10 days, hopefully, around you, air signs, realizes they were a problem. They may have wanted a situationship, but what they brought is a problem. A problem that was worth getting away from. Be aware of, the rejection stuff. Rejection can be protection for one or both. Oops. Air signs, be aware of the next 10 days having to deal with people who don't know that they are tripping, that their mentals is off, that they're creating confusion that requires backing away from. Mental. Be aware of others coming through like they have some mental illness. They don't. They're playing games. They're playing games. Let's see what advice is here for air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Nope. Okay, money. Okay. Okay, whole different day for that, but we'll see. Money. Finance for air signs, 10 days. Make sure you have some cash on you, or air signs. I was about to say earth signs, so maybe all signs. Make sure you have cash on you. 10 days. There's some type of plan in effect that creates a break in something, a break without a response. Yeah. Right. An act impressed upon others by greedy ones. I'm not saying it's going to affect the world, but it may affect your world. So try to make sure you have cash on you. Other than that, I see everything looks okay, just dealing with greedy people. Some of you may be discussing a raise or a different change of position, one that comes with a different set of keys of access. Be aware of letting go of one job you love for another, or thinking about that. Ooh. Some of you may be tired of the bad behavior of others at your job. It's starting to mess with your sanity. Also, Air signs, rando message. Do not say, okay, I get the energy of somebody saying, I told you so. Be aware of that. Don't do that. Some of you are being, maybe in the next 10 days, being guided to listen to someone who needs an ear. That's how I hear it. You need to listen to someone who needs someone to talk to. Why? Someone has fears. If someone has fears, they've lost protection. Guys, Guidance says, air signs, you may have a feminine energy, or you may be a feminine air sign. You're going to have to deal with somebody who's very emotional because of what was lost and how others see it. It's a matter of time. You need to be a listening ear. I see a situation of people talking in a bathroom. What it feels like. Anyway, place with water. A lot of water. Or running water. Something about that conversation. Something about that conversation or that angelic interception brings a gift to you. You've chosen. Oh, okay, this feels weird. I heard something about unlocking the next level or unlocking another level because you chose the passion of others over the passions of self. An act of selflessness to selfishness. 10 days, be aware of something you conversating with somebody, being a good ear to somebody who's in a panic zone or feels like everybody's going against them. You're a good ear and you help them move through time. That's weird. Nonetheless, listen to them, give some good advice. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, air signs. Let's see if there's anything else. Any other messages? 10 days for air signs. So you may be experiencing blockages. And that may be happening because you just ended something. Or you may have chosen some type of ending based on how someone's behaved. Yeah. Getting some closure. Air signs being aware of coming across as detached. Oh, Lord. Detached. You may be going through a new money cycle. But it requires action to take place. So maybe learning something new. It doesn't feel like going to school learning. It feels like at home learning. If you are learning things on the computer at home, and you're just randomly searching learning, be careful because some of that data is distorted. And be aware of the thirst trap. Be aware of wanting that which does not want you, is not for you. And be aware of others seeing that in you. Alright, air signs. And everyone else. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you were here this long, I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff, so you can be a part of future readings, because that's great, right? And take a breath. 10 days is going to be very interesting. And what's later will get worse. I'll do a reading on what's coming for the world around us over the next month. And we'll see what goes from there too. So stay tuned for that. Another reason to subscribe. And for the rest of you, subscribers, viewers, new eyes, just remember, no matter what they tell you, well, most of you, you are well. I'll see you next time.